Hi there, welcome to Homekeepers. Come right on in, my friends. So glad to be with you today. I think you'll be very, very happy that you tuned in because one of our regulars with me, and we love Dr. David Clarke. He is a psychologist, if you've never seen him before. He comes on the program once a month, and usually we are discussing marriage. The reason I really do like Dr. Clarke is that he's very well educated to do what he does, but he's also absolutely biblically based. And if that's not your foundation, you could be getting some bad advice. You could be, and I have heard some of the advice from the world that is just nuts, and it will only bring destruction. Because a long time ago, God had his plan written out. It's written out for us. Isn't that great? It's called the Bible. And it gives you, the roadmap for a good marriage. It gives you great advice on raising children. It talks about business. It talks about how you interact with other people. And it's worked for years and years and years. So that's what we base this on, and that's what I appreciate about Dr. David Clarke, is he bases his practice on that. And if people follow what the scripture says, their relationships are going to be so much better. Then I'm going to join Stephanie in the kitchen, and she's been just a little bit negative about this recipe, I have to warn you, so I'm hoping she'll warm up to it. But let me say this, it is kind of a recipe, but I think your kids would love it and would love making it. It's a waffle pizza, that's all I'll say. And before I join her, though, this wonderful book by Beth Moore called Praying God's Word. The Bible teaches us how to pray and even words to say. Remember, the disciples said, teach us to pray. And he gave a prayer that's not even 1 minute long, that still it goes on and on all the time. All through the years, kids are learning it, adults are learning it, our Father who art in heaven, And so Beth Moore has really combined so much of what the scripture says about how to pray. When you pray effectively, you're probably going to get a better answer. So we're offering you this book. You can see what size it is for $20. And the information is right there for you if you use a credit card or debit card, 1-800-229-0059, as well as our mailing address, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida, 33758. And let me emphasize, this is something that if you take it to heart will do you a lot of good, but also by doing this, you help us stay on the air. And if enough people order these things and all, we can be a blessing to your life this way. Your purchase of them blesses us. So thank you in advance. And now I've joined Stephanie. Have you changed your attitude at all
I'm
yet?
going to try it, okay?
Oh,
that's all.
good.
I mean, I'll try
She's
it, but
around.
it just doesn't sound right to me. Waffles. English muffins all day long. I don't know. Muffins just don't sound right to me. But this is the easiest recipe you're going to ever find.
Yeah, but about what I love about her is if she doesn't like it, she tells you. And
I don't tell you. This tells you right
that's
here.
true. Okay, we've already...
we toasted a couple waffles. Yep, so if you want to put them on my sprayed pan here, because then that'll make it a little...
frozen.
Yeah, they were frozen waffles. Okay,
I'll get this out of the way.
we just have some canned flavored tomato sauce. You could use pizza sauce. I mean, you can't... It's almost embarrassing to give you this recipe, because it's...
It really is.
Yeah. Now, you could do this on English muffins. I'm just saying.
And you might have a point there. I don't take that away from you. I did email this to my daughter-in-law, who has 8 grandchildren, which makes me 8 great-grandchildren.
Yes.
And I think you could have a ball doing this. Even
You
if
could,
use
oh yeah,
English muffins.
for sure. Get the kids in, get all kinds of toppings, and let them use their imaginations. That's always fun. So
And
this is
what
cheese.
could be easier?
Really.
Just go to
Especially,
the
yeah.
store, get about 4 ingredients or anything you want to add to it.
Yeah, you can put veggies on here. You could just put all kinds of things and let them. Now, maybe what you would do with a waffle is do a dessert pizza. That would be good.
You could put some ice cream on it and some
different toppings.
Chocolate
that
topping.
I could see. Yes.
Maybe
but,
we'll have to experiment with that.
But we'll see. Let's. I will taste this, and then we have pepperoni. We've gone really simple today.
Well, that's what the recipe called for. But
Yeah. But you could go any direction. Anything, you know, if you're a vegetarian, if you're, well, you know, your taste, your flavor. Yeah, look at this. So simple. You're going to take those out of the oven. We're going to have a taste test. And my face will tell the whole entire story. Oh, look at those. They're pretty.
400 degrees.
400 degrees for like 10 minutes. You're really just melting the cheese and warming everything up.
It's going to be really hot,
So, okay, here we go.
Cut it carefully.
Be careful.
Are you going to be disappointed if you just love it?
Maybe. I'll have to eat my words along with the waffle pizza.
Well, if I eat mine, it's my words. It won't be the first time.
Right?
There's a little one.
Okay, thank you. It's going to be hot, so
I'll let you go ahead because I have to talk
Yes,
later.
well, we still have a few minutes, so what would you like to talk about?
Well-
While my waffle pizza cools.
You might find it interesting that as we make this program, it's in July, we'd like to let you know in case, you know, they air it down the road. And earlier this week, I got my first Christmas catalog.
Your
in the
Cadillac?
mail.
You got
Yeah.
a Christmas Cadillac?
That would be nice, with a wreath in the back window.
Yeah.
Catalog, first Christmas one, and
In
that
July.
was the middle of July.
Yeah. I know, it drives people insane, like Hobby Lobby will put their Christmas decoration, but that helps people who are insane like me because I want to get everything done and I want to be able to enjoy the holidays. So for me, it's glorious.
She has it down to a science. Okay.
It's not awful.
I have gone through a lot of, emotional
I thought the
trauma.
waffle would be too sweet, but it's crispy and it tastes pretty darn good.
Do you want to say, Arthelene, I'm so sorry. I put you through so
Arthelene,
much.
I am so sorry I put you through so much because this is actually pretty good.
And she wouldn't lie.
I wouldn't
promise
lie.
you that.
No, it's not bad.
But I would
mean,
go
it's
by
good.
her office, and she was kind of,
I was like, this does not sound good at all. How am I going to do this? It's tasty and it's crispy, and I'm a texture eater.
Yes, and
So I love
maybe
crunchy.
could have left it in a couple more minutes.
Oh, sure.
We have time constraints here. So I have a feeling you could remember this, but if not, the recipe is absolutely free. And you can really, really get innovative with this. So I'm very pleased.
And you could do this and a dessert pizza all together on waffles, and you could have it all together. Yeah.
And after I'm finished talking, I'm going to taste it, okay? All right, so the information's coming up on your screen. If you want to write to us, that's fine. If you want to email, that's fine. It's all coming up. And after that, if you haven't met Dr. Clarke, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't because we get new viewers every day, you're going to love him. So stay tuned.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
It's always great to have Dr. Clarke come back, and I think you've been 4 or 5 years every
Seems
month.
like it.
I think so, yes. And so when you were here last time, I tried to just kind of reintroduce you to the people because we get new viewers all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing for a program called Homekeepers to have a Christian psychologist on once a month because that's kind of what you do. The bulk of your thing, you're trying to keep the home.
We're trying to save homes and improve them, yes, for the kingdom. Yeah.
And if you haven't met him before, he's an author and a speaker, and he's written, I counted 12 books and 10 of them are on marriage, so we must have a lot of marriage problems.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I was trying to think. You wrote one on, called The Most Outrageous Couples in the Bible, but you took married couples in the scripture, and I think we mentioned last time, only a psychologist could write
I think
because
so.
you could dig things out of their personalities that we wouldn't see. And so a lot of times in the scripture, they gave a blessing for a marriage. Parents did.
Yeah.
Just how important is that? And to me, it could be a little thin ice.
No, I think it is important. But I think this next generation, they kind of lost that. Yeah, there are some young men that don't know any better, but they don't even ask the dad. I think that's a nice thing to do.
Yes.
No one's going to say no, probably, but you know, it's just an issue of respect. Plus, then you get a blessing, you get things said that are important. Now, great things are said during the wedding ceremony, which should be the case. But I think you can do that personally too with your kids, and they can make a big difference.
Yes, but sometimes a mama is going to pick out the wrong guy.
Oh, that's the truth.
That's why I said it could be a little bit of thin ice.
Right. The one the mama wants is never the one they end up marrying, which is probably just as well.
My mother said there were 3 girls and 1 boy, but with the girls, she said she used the term, he rang a bell when he walked in the room.
He rang a
But
bell.
she's Christian. She had good insight.
Well, right. You know, there's something to, you got to have that va-va-voom. There's got to be, it's that indefinable something. You either have it or you don't. If I see a young couple in premarital, this has happened a few times in my career, and they don't have the chemistry, I say, don't get married. If you don't have it now, you ain't going to get it later. Don't do it.
My dad was a pastor and all, knew the word very well. But I think he had this instinct if we had a boyfriend or something that he didn't say much, but you could tell
Yeah.
that.
If he wasn't impressed.
Right, right.
Yeah. And that means a lot to a girl. I think it should.
Daddies and daughters, yeah.
Yeah, you had that approval. My son-in-laws are outstanding. All 3 of them are just wonderful. The girls chose so well, we couldn't be happy.
How can I interview them and say, what's it like to date the daughter of a Christian psychologist? That could be a nightmare.
Yeah, really, it could be. But they're all very confident young men, so they're fine. Yeah, I'm a low-key guy. I would never give them a hard time, but they're good guys.
But you know, what you do and what you have produced is something tragic that marriages are in such bad trouble in this country.
Yeah, they are. Satan's having a heyday. He really is. We used to have some cultural support for marriage. That's gone. They could care less. You're expected to be divorced. Well, as a matter of fact, don't even bother getting married.
Don't even bother getting married.
That's one way to avoid divorce. Of course, it's sinful. Or if you do end up getting married, you're not going to stay married. Nobody does. Too different. Love leaves, find somebody else.
And then when 2 men can marry or 2 women, it has greatly diminished God's original plan.
Oh, yeah.
In the Garden of Eden.
It's beyond outrageous, the state of things.
So that makes your ministry that much more important.
I think so. Yeah, God has one plan for a man and a woman who love each other. That's marriage. He's got no plan B. That's his plan. You either do it or you don't. But if you do it his way, it is the most glorious relationship on earth. It's not easy, but the satisfying, feelings, the deep intimacy, the protection of the family. Oh man, he'll bless that every time.
Yes, because that's just supposed to be an illustration of Christ and the church.
Right. That is awesome.
So important.
It is. He won't bless any of these other relationships. I had client after client trying these other things. I say, guess what? And these are Christians. God's never going to bless that outside of his nature and character to do so. The Bible says he won't. They think they're going to be the exception. God will overlook it. No, he won't. There are consequences for sin, only to bring you back to him. Of course, you can be restored, but they're not doing it his way.
Okay. I think I mentioned that you wrote more than a dozen books, and at least 10 of them are on marriage, so
yes,
we do have problems. Okay. What's the major problem, if you had to choose one?
In marriage? I'd say lack of commitment. That comes immediately to mind. I'm going to marry you. I think we're going to work out. Gosh, I hope we do. I'm a Christian. You're a Christian even. But, we're going to have to see how it goes. I think that's the thinking these days. Or even if I'm committed to you now, 6, 7 years from now, maybe I won't be. And it's perfectly fine if I get out. I fight that in my office every day of the week, Monday through Friday. One person wants the marriage and wants to save it. They're all in. The other one's all out. And you're either all in or you're all out. These people that say, I'm confused, I'm not sure. Now they've already made up their mind. They're done. So I'm trying to drag them in and convict them of their sin.
So when you have a couple sitting there and one of them's confused, what is your job to figure out what creates the confusion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know. It's sin. They're involved in some area of sin. To begin to not, what's okay is if I doubt our marriage and I have problems with it and I come to you and I say, this is the problem, I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm unhappy, let's get counseling, let's see our pastor, let's read a book, let's fix it, that's fine. But if I say that and I'm not willing to do anything and I'm thinking of leaving you, well, I'm pretending to be confused. I've actually made up my mind. People usually make up their mind, the other spouse has no idea, and then the piano drops from 100 feet and you're just shattered. I'm not sure about us, and I'm leaving. Okay, well, the first part's tough enough, but that should be followed by, let's work on this. People aren't doing that these days.
And a lot of times, especially with guys, and you can correct me on that, but they kind of keep it a secret, and then sometimes they just drop a bomb. I'm not happy.
Right, all of a sudden. Then you hear it, then they rewrite your history. They have a litany of resentments and little things, all adding up. They don't amount to a hill of beans, but now it's a reason to get divorced. And I say, you better give me and God, who's with us in this room, a solid biblical reason to get divorced. Silence reigns because they don't have one. Well, you better have one. And of course, the way I'm made, even if you have one, you don't really have one because God can change anything. I don't care what you're talking about. We can fix this. If I can get two people willing to fix it, they're going to make it. They're going to get through.
I doubt that you've kept stats on this, but what's the percentage, if you want to guess at it, of couples that come in and both of them want to fix it?
I run 85 to 90% success rate if I have that scenario. That's a high rate. If I have both people involved, the steps that I produce, I'm convinced they're God's, they're biblically based, they work. You will get through.
But you make them do something.
Oh yeah, they're going to have to work.
They can't just come in and talk.
Right. One of the reasons my rate is high is because I wash people out who won't do it my way. I don't count those as failures because they didn't do my thing. You follow these steps, and I tell them, and I'm serious as a heart attack, God loves your marriage. It's sacred to him. We're going to follow these steps. There are other plans that might work too. I think this will work because I know God is going to come through because he wants your marriage to work and he'll be fully involved in helping you. Well, how can you go wrong with that? I mean, Satan's taken his shots, and he's done a pretty good job with you, I'll say, but God will carry the day.
That's what I appreciate you, and basically it's the reason that you're on the show. You're absolutely biblically based. You don't move from that.
No way. What does Dave Clarke know about anything? Nothing. God knows everything. He's brilliant. And the Bible covers everything. Now, there's truth in psychology that I use, but it's only if it's Bible-based or leads to biblical goals. And I know I'm on the right track.
What about people, and in my mind this would really be rough, who've never had a role model? And Dr. Clarke, we've got them growing up in America in homes that there's nothing there to suggest a healthy marriage for the kid to build on.
We're seeing more and more of that. No skills of any kind. Communication, love, meeting needs. So a lot more teaching has to come into play. That's where the books, I think, are very helpful. You need an education on what to do because you never got taught that. Things are broken down. I say, look, you have to hang on. Let me teach you how to do it, and step by step. They're bright. They can learn if they'll hang in, and God can turn that around. But you're right. You're coming in with nothing to work with. It's tough.
And if you just joined me, I'm talking to Dr. David Clarke. He comes on here every month with us, Christian Psychologist. Got a website up there. And I encourage you to go there. He's got all kinds of books. I've said it hundreds of times on this show, but just one paragraph in a book can change your life. If you'll do that and get the right material and read it. Also, to any church leaders, I can't think of anything that's a whole lot more important than to have a marriage seminar in your church. Bring your couples together in the flesh so we can look at each other. We're always looking at the phone, you know. But you get them all there in the flesh and have a couple days of a marriage seminar with this man will reap great rewards. And he never asked me to say this, but I believe it with a passion. See, I'm a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
I know the ministry inside and out. And I know how your kind of ministry can absolutely enrich a congregation.
Yeah. If we strengthen the couples, that strengthens the church in a huge way. You're right.
And you have a lot of Christian people in your church that are married that have a lot of needs
Right.
They need their eyes open to certain things that could save their marriage.
Do.
So.
A lot of them are ticking time bombs. You know, they're not doing well, and they're going to hit the wall and be in trouble. We got to catch them before that if we can.
Yeah, it's a special ministry that God's put in the church. Okay, if a partner doesn't change, that doesn't mean that the other person can't, no matter what the future holds. I mean, can you just look at it this way? I'm going to work on me.
Right. I do a lot of that. If we have a few cases already this week where the partner has to be a man in each case, but several cases where he's done, he's gone, he's not going to work on the marriage, he's got somebody else, he's moved out of town, he doesn't care, he's filed divorce. So I have the woman now. We're gonna get her emotionally healthy. We're gonna get her strong. She can do a lot of tough love things. There's a chance that may shake up the other spouse. It's the only thing that may work.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, she needs to be empowered now and build her life and get the kids through the divorce and get the best deal she can and move forward. And I say, God is going to bless you. He's not going to bless your spouse. That's going to be his problem. He's going to bless you. You're going to be released. There could be another person in your future. Let's just put that off for now. Let's get you healthy. And so, yeah, that's good. I like doing that kind of
A
work.
lot of times, though, when that one spouse shows signs of change and confidence,
Right.
the other one takes a second look.
Oh, they do. I've had a lot of cases like that. I'm a master at getting people angry. I'm just telling you. And I'll get a woman furious, and she's been weepy and pitiful and on the floor, which you could understand. She's devastated.
Of course.
But I get her mad and get her spine up and go, you know what, buddy, there's the door, hit it. You want to go with Betty? You know, that miserable skank? Go ahead. And the guy will, well, it does shake him up. Sometimes they
does.
come back,
Yeah.
which is good. That's what we want.
But no matter what the situation, there's nothing wrong with you helping to build that woman's confidence
Right.
that she can go on with life and God's still with her and he hasn't left her.
Right. I was talking about this new podcast I have with Phil Dugas, my son-in-law, and one of my son-in-laws, I Don't Want a Divorce podcast, where ladies get, it's free, of course. You can listen, a lot of practical advice for those kind of situations when your spouse wants out. What do you do? Dr. Clarke has ideas.
Yeah, because you can sit and weep the rest of your life. And it's not hard to go. I mean, it's not easy to go on.
No,
it's not easy at all.
Your life has been just left in shreds. And a lot of these dirt balls will even attempt to win the kids over and have them on his side. You got to be strong to get through that and maintain your connection to the kids and protect their spiritual lives. Righteous anger goes a long way. When you're being wronged, I think it's a good thing.
And please, angry husbands, angry wives, don't give children adult problems.
Well, right.
Don't ever criticize the other one.
Right. That even if you've
That'll
got
pay
good
big
reason.
dividends.
Right. I'll tell them, look, God, they'll figure it out on their own
Yes.
over time.
Yeah.
Right. That always backfires.
They'll figure out the truth.
Yeah.
I know communication is the big word in this kind of thing, but do you remind the couple sitting in front of you that men and women are very different and God made them that way?
Oh, yeah. They think there's some special case, and because we can't communicate, we can't make it. I say, join the club. I'll say, you see that beautiful blonde in the lobby, my secretary? That's my wife. I can't talk to her. Who can understand her? We have to work at it. That's part of God's mystery.
After how many years?
36 years. It's going to be 37 in July.
And you're a psychologist. You should have the most perfect marriage in Tampa.
I really should. Well, I'm working at it. Sandy drives me nuts sometimes, and I drive her nuts. But we're committed, and we work it through. See, those very differences which drive us crazy, if we do it the right way, actually lead to unending levels of intimacy because of the differences. Sandy says things I would never have considered. What are you talking about? It's the woman's point of view. And I say things that kind of drive her nuts, but it's interesting. So if it's managed, yeah, you can do fine.
But the word is commitment, isn't it?
You've got to be lockstep. We're going to make this work. God will honor that. I tell every couple, they say, you're still married, aren't you? Yes, we are. God's going to honor you for that. Yeah, the marriage is terrible. That's why you're here. But you're hanging in, and we're going to get through. God loves people that don't quit. We got a world full of quitters now.
Do you know, with that kind of encouragement, I don't know, but I would think a couple would walk away feeling a lot better.
I think they do.
somebody, we're going to get through this.
I'm a dog on a bone. I would never say, well, this looks pretty tough. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, because I serve the one who can do anything. And I want them to know that. I think it is a boost for them.
Okay, we're out of time. It's so much fun talking to you.
I feel the same way.
But
about
you'll
you.
be back next month. Next month, I'd like to kind of talk about, you got a great book on parenting, a great book on parenting.
It's a classic.
Yes, and every pregnant couple ought to have that book and sit down and read it together.
I agree.
So we'll tell you about next month. Right now, you stay with me. I have a couple things to say before we have to say goodbye.
Arthelene would like you to keep the following information handy. You may contact Homekeepers by writing to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or go to www.rippy.org. Remember, we always enjoy hearing from our viewers, and we thank you for your support.
Okay, let me again remind you that we're offering you Praying God's Word by Beth Moore. There's more than 1 million copies out there in print, probably in various languages. What a blessing. So many ways to get the gospel out, so many ways to get the word out. And so we're offering you this book for $20 to the program. There's an 800 number there if you'd like to order that way, or there is an address if you want to send a check. And I highly, highly recommend this book. I read a little bit of Beth Moore before I went to bed last night. And it's a good thing to keep the things of the Lord on your mind. It's a good, good thing. Well, I was just thinking a while ago how good the Lord has been to us to give us people like Carol Kent every month. And having her on really has been such a blessing. And we target something that not every program does target, and that's prisoners and their family through Carol Kent. And she has a son in prison for life, and so she can absolutely relate on any level families that deal with this. And then Dr. David Clarke, I tell you, I so appreciate the way he approaches the relationships, because that's his job, you know, it's kind of to heal relationships. And I so appreciate the way he approaches it, and that God has been good enough to bring this type of person to this program, including all the other wonderful guests we have. I mentioned to you before that the #1 remark about this program is the wonderful guests we have. You know, to God goes all the glory. He sends them all, and he has sent us you. Thank you so much for watching today, and join me next time. But until then, there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you. Oops.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.